on the defensive end. He was consistently in the top 5, usually leading the league in steals. So he had tremendous effect on the game at both ends of the court. Some teams went and double-teamed him all the time. He'd find the open guy. Michael would create for them. So even in other teams' efforts to contain Michael, when they did that, he passed the ball off, and the Bulls did well.
Here in the middle part of the season, Grant, what are the biggest challenges for players?
Well, B.A., it's mental, physical, and emotional fatigue. Night in and night out, you have to stay focused. With the amount of games teams play, all those back-to-backs, traveling across the country, bringing it every time out can be difficult.
And checking out Brooklyn's opening lineup, we've got Mikal Bridges, Nicholas Claxton out there with Johnson. Then it's Ben Simmons, and it's Embiid in at the 1. Now here's DeRozan. White finds Vucevic. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Levine. That one falls, coming off the Vucevic feed.
Well, you can see why his teammates love playing with him. Vucevic willing to find the open guy.
Embiid from outside. And the Nets, another 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Embiid's gone 2 for 2 so far from 3. Outside Levine. Back to White. Pass to Beverly. Now here's Levine. Launches it. Claxton with a rebound. Brooklyn has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Well, Grant, one thing Levine has done since entering the league, he's taken his strength training very seriously.
No question. I mean, he can play a much more physical brand of ball now. We even see him post up with his back to the basket, converting through contact. It's just part of his overall evolution.
Embiid's gotten all 3 of his shots to fall. 3 for 3. Outside White. Six to shoot. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal
It's going to go on Ben Simmons.
First team foul.
That's good from White.
Oh, guys, the city of Chicago is used to the highest standard. The shadow of those Michael Jordan teams still looms large.
It feels like once you get a taste of winning, you never want that to end, Grant.
But the reality is, for most franchises, it does end for long periods of time. I hope the fans do appreciate this current Bulls team. There's something to be proud of. The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Beverly outside. Johnson against Levine. Back to Beverly. The 3 ball. And again, Chicago, no good.
Well, you're trying to answer the 3, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
Embiid, good.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Chicago has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Levine passes to White. Vucevic against Embiid. From down low. Fader on the way. No good. A bit long that time. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 15-4 run. And it's Chicago with a board. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was in Brooklyn.
They were blown out by this squad last time. Could not stop the bench from scoring. That was the difference.
That's one way to do it. DeRozan shows off his aerial skills with a firm finish.
Embiid's shot is good.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Beverly, the pass to White. Back to Beverly. The ball's knocked loose. The Bulls need to get off a shot. White for 3. Claxton with a rebound. For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 7 and looking good. Over to the left wing. Embiid from outside. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number one on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Three-pointer Embiid. And how about that? 8 for 9 now.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Pass to Beverly. 40 seconds left in the first. White the pass to DeRozan. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. Some changes for Chicago. Jones, he's checked in for Vucevic. Williams comes in for White. And it's Dosunmu in for Beverly. The Nets have gone an impressive 8 of 9. Three-pointer Embiid. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Dinwiddie. Embiid's got 27.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And the basket by Dosunmu.
Well, this is where DeMar DeRozan proves he is the real deal. Not only a skilled scorer, skilled at finding his teammates as well.
Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Driving to the basket from 6 feet away. That one is off. Good D by Finney-Smith. Can't get it to drop. And so it's Brooklyn. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
On your feet, fans, it's time for...
And so far through one...
Substitution
Going with an almost entire new group here. Vucevic, he's checked in for Jones. DeRozan comes in for Williams. White, he's checked in for Green. And it's Beverly in for Dosunmu. Now here's DeRozan. A top-tier scorer, averaging a little under 25 points a contest.
Brooklyn foul. First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
.157 left in the second period. Dinwiddie against White. Over Dinwiddie. And again, no good by Chicago. Brooklyn has gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second.
Boy, you think about the start of Spencer Dinwiddie's career. It was rocky. This guy falls to the second round. He gets waived a couple of times. It wasn't until he found his way to the Nets that he started to find his footing.
On the floor for Brooklyn. Cameron Johnson out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Nicholas Claxton, and it's Embiid in at the point guard position. And again for 3.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely looking to shoot as much as possible. Levine passes to White. Back to Levine. DeRozan up top. Here's the floater. And the bucket is good from Beverly in deep. Beverly's gotten his second bucket. Talking about Dinwiddie, he steadily improved with Brooklyn, Doris.
He sure did, B.A., averaging 20 points per game during that 1920 season. Then he was rewarded with a huge free agent deal during the summer of 2021. Perseverance is a big-time part of his story.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Now here's Embiid. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. The kick out to Johnson. Three-pointer. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Chicago has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Beverly. And it's blocked by Embiid. And so the ball out of bounds. Embiid touched it last. And we have to take another look at that block.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
White for three. The rebound by Embiid. It could go. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. They're feeling great.
28. The Nets, 49.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And when you're trying to slow down a top scorer, often the game plan is to get physical. Grant, you would know better than anybody. What's it like in the trenches here?
Well, BA, it's interesting. I mean, it can wear on you. It's a mental challenge. When you're in the trenches trying to slow down a great offensive player, it really becomes a battle of wills. You have to stay focused. You have to be disciplined. And most importantly, you just cannot take a play off and allow a great player to get going.
Nikola Vucevic is out there with DeMar DeRozan. Then it's Kobe White, then there's Zach LaVine, and it's Beverly in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Well, Jay, in the last matchup against the Spurs was all business. He dropped an amazing number of points and also did a lot of damage from long. He put up significant numbers. So the question becomes, can he do it again?
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
And Johnson drops them both. Well, the trio of KD, Kyrie, and Harden, Doris, they played just 16 games together when it was all said and done.
Just so frustrating for a Nets organization that had positioned itself to acquire that talent. But this is a real lesson about success in the NBA. You have to maximize your windows and take nothing for granted because, boy, do things change quickly.
To the inside, and it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there, very close to pick. That one.
And a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much-needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
And there's the foul. It'll go on DeMar DeRozan. That's his first foul. And the Bulls making a change here. DeSumu's checked in. Outside Johnson. Pass to Embiid.
Checking into the game.
Good. Another from 3. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Now LaVine. Back to White. 5 to shoot. Here he goes. Rebound Brooklyn.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Embiid from outside. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Down low. Here's DeSumo. Can't hit that one. And Brooklyn going the other way now. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Now here's Embiid. Defense right on him. And it's good. 2 points. Embiid's got 41.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
Outside White. Here's DeSumo, covered by Johnson. Back to White. A shot to stop the run. Doesn't go that time. Nice D from Bridges.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And again for three. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Outside Levine. Pass to Vucevic. White with it. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Nets. Bridges has got 4 rebounds now. Now Embiid. Shoots over to Sumu. And again, it's Brooklyn.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Here's Levine. 7 points in the game. Here's DeSumo. Embiid covers. Levine against Johnson. Pass to DeSumo. Banked it in off the glass. DeSumu's got his second basket of the game.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Three-pointer Embiid connects from downtown.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Chicago has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Here's DeSumo. White on the wing. Pass to Vucevic from behind the arc. Rebound Brooklyn. Bridges has got 5 rebounds in the game. To the paint. Here's Simmons. And slam dunk by Simmons.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Now here's Levine. Consistent production from him, averaging around 27.5 points a game. Johnson with the defensive effort.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Now Embiid. Lets the 3 fly. Another one falls. Amazing.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. Don't see too many 39-point leads in the NBA. Incredible. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. More 2K action in just a moment. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And so in the game for the Nets, they've got Royce O'Neal. Edmund Sumner is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Thomas in at the 3. And so the ball out of bounds. Embiid touched it last. And here are the Bulls now to the middle. Jones.
Their execution has not been crisp this half, and it's putting them in a hole.
Embiid from outside. Drills it from deep. Embiid's got 55.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Green for 3. O'Neal pulls it in. Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Here's Thomas. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Jones. Rebound Brooklyn. When this game is done, they'll be off to New Orleans as they take on the Pelicans. It's the second game of 3 on the road.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Now here's Green. Here's Terry. Pass to Jones. From deep. The rebound by Embiid. And Doris, the league has taken a much more active role and connects again from distance.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps hitting from deep.
Man, he's just exploded from deep tonight. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game. Here's Terry. Here's Jones. Good work there as it goes.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
Embiid against Jones. And good! There's another!
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Pass to Jones. On the wing, Jones. Embiid covers. Just 5 on the clock. Jones in the post. Embiid's there. Jones misses. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on an 11-2 run. To the wing on the left.
Remaining in the game.
And again for 3.
I don't think I've ever seen a player this dialed in from deep.
And by the way, with that make, he's now alone in second place for most threes in a game. At this point, you have to go for that top spot, right? And it's in there.
Well, easy money, right? I like the strategy. Go inside, get a high percentage look.
From deep three-point range. That shot off. Now Chicago takes it the other way. A minute 31 left in the game. On the wing, Green. Inside. And Williams punches it home.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Nets.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And this will give them their 28th win of the year.
And they've had their fingerprints all over this series, winning 2 straight and looking like they have this team's number.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what... And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching.
He is what any young player should aspire to in either aspect of the game, and had great work ethic. He was a prime example of excellence. Did all the necessary preparation to be the best in the league at his position, and a leader that would lead you all the way to the top. 6 world championships, that's proof. That's proof positive. Give the man his credit.
We had just about a half season behind. rankings are clearer than ever, Greg. You feel confident starting to make some playoff predictions?
Oh, Kevin, it's way too early for that. Injuries, other roster shakeups. There's just still so much that can happen and totally reshape those rankings.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Embiid. He's out there with Mikal Bridges. And Simmons is out there with Johnson. And it's Claxton in at the 4. Now, here's Richardson. McCollum finds Valanciunas. It's Ingram on the wing. 5 to shoot. Fires at the elbow. And he hits the jump shot.
And Ingram really could handle either part of that pick and roll. He could be the screener, and then he could roll, or he could score off it. Nice option.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, Willie Green had a few moments to share with you. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get. Let their big men go to work.
Thank you, David.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. Have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
Embiid, no good. Steady as can be. Talk more, Brent, about what Jonas Valanciunas means to the game.
Truly the definition of consistency. Jonas Valanciunas averaging double-digit scoring for 11 straight seasons, and a double-double the last 4. That's the epitome of a guy who does the dirty work and produces.
The Nets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Well, we know Simmons can do this. At 6'11", I don't know that anyone in the league has his vision.
McCollum kicks to Richardson. Pass to Ingram. Shoots the 3. Poked away. Brooklyn's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Embiid with it. And it's Richardson picking him up.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Now, here's Richardson. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. McCollum, no good.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Shot to stop the run. The shot that time, not on target. The Nets go the other way with it. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road. Take good shots and knock them down with confidence.
Well, awesome to see in that last game how the motion in their offense didn't stop because they were in some hostile territory.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Pelicans. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in Brooklyn.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup, and their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
So both teams making some changes here. Feeds to Jones. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played.
2 minutes remaining.
From downtown.
2 minutes.
And the Pelicans miss again. And Embiid has got the ball here for the Nets.
Well, there's been some interesting moves in the Bayou, and this team has set up a roster that I think has some great potential. I mean, there's a lot of talent, a lot of interesting players that are on this roster, and I'm excited for their future.
McCollum, no good.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Fires from the line. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
You definitely saw New Orleans making calculated moves, Brent. The forwards for him are a pair of Blue Devils, Ingram and Williamson. Josh Richardson out there with C.J. McCollum. And it's Valanciunas in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. It's the Pelicans 5. Ingram outside. pitch to Richardson. It's deflected. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against Chicago was sensational. He finished with 66 points and got there the usual way. An impressive barrage of three-pointers. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Here's Embiid. Good work there as it goes. Embiid's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Cullen passes to Williams.
Yeah, looks like Zion's got the stage all to himself there, just tearing down the rim.
And there had been so much talk about Zion wanting out of New Orleans. That was all put to rest this past summer. Zion signing a loaded extension to keep him with the Pelicans for the next handful of years.
New Orleans moving it around. The pass to Valanciunas. He kicks it to Ingram. It's Richardson on the wing. 6 to shoot. Puts one up from 19. That's good on the jump shot. Richardson's got his first points of the game.
Nice job, Richardson, playing now in the mid-range. That tells me his offensive game is showing confidence.
Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. The Pelicans come into this one after the win against Houston. Ingram outside. Dishes it to Valanciunas. Johnson against Ingram. Over Johnson. Again, the Pelicans score.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
McCollum against Embiid. To the paint. Here's Claxton. That's good, and that's Embiid with the assist. Claxton's got his first points of the night.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Knocks it loose and stolen by Simmons. There's 1:40 left in the second quarter. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas. So it's Brooklyn going to the...
With the score, your Pelicans 20, the Nets 56.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
Second half underway. Here's who Jock Vaughn's got on the floor. We've got Mikal Bridges. He's out there with Embiid. Cameron Johnson is out there with Simmons. And it's Claxton in at the 4 spot. Greg, Father Time is and again for 3.
And all season long, he's been nothing but money from beyond the arc.
You're right. He's been nothing short of amazing for him as he edges closer to third most three-pointers in a single season.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Last season, we know the Pelicans made that trade to bring in C.J. McCollum. He says, I think it's a match made in heaven. I'm happy to be here. The cool part is that I haven't had to make any real adjustments. The way I play is the right way. Kevin, back to you.
Well, and he's completely changing teams mid-season. Tough thing to do, but he is a veteran that can certainly handle it. Ball in his hands, good things usually happen. Hey, David, thank you for that story. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. That's good, and that's Embiid with the assist. Claxton's got his second basket of the game.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Richardson, that's a two-pointer. Pelicans keep it alive. Williamson, and the layup is good.
All right, after 4 misses, they finally get one to go. That has to be a big relief for the offense after beginning this half on a bit of a cold streak.
Embiid drives in, and that one good. Embiid's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
It is amazing how good a three-point shooter Jonas Valanciunas has become.
Well, he didn't attempt a three in his first 5 years in the NBA, and now he's shooting a ton of them. So he's got great feel, great touch, and it's done a lot to round out his game.
From outside the arc, it's rebounded by New Orleans. Here's McCollum. Got a hand on it. They recover it. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. Johnson dishes to Embiid. Hands it from downtown. Embiid's got 37.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Ingram passes to Valanciunas. Knocked away. It's Richardson on the wing. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Ben Simmons.
And Josh Richardson continuing to develop his overall game with such good height at the 2-guard spot.
The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 at the line here. And he knocks down the first one. Brooklyn making some changes. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Ben Simmons. Thomas comes in for Johnson. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Mikal Bridges. The Nets have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Embiid from outside. And the Nets another 3.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
On the wing, Daniels. Pass to Murphy. Lets it go with a 3. And the Pelicans miss again. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Embiid from outside. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
There's a minute left in the third. Passes it to Richardson. So here's Murphy. On the wing, Daniels. He's guarded by Thomas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. And you know what? This guy is just a natural-born scorer.
That's tipped. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
An 85% mark from the line. There aren't too many players in the league who are going to score a much better percentage.
O'Neal's check in for Brooklyn. And Richardson drops them both.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Embiid against Richardson. Embiid, no good.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. Fires from deep. Good. Another from 3.
And his incredible shooting season continues.
Oh, up the history charts. He climbs, GA. Now tied for 3rd all-time for threes in a season. Absolutely amazing. And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going
connects again from distance.
The threes just don't stop with him. He's been a machine from beyond the arc ever since the start of the season.
He continues, doesn't he, to shoot his way up the history books and now sits solely by himself for third most threes in a season. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Brooklyn ahead, delivering the blowout. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Hernangomez, and it's Jones in at the 3 slot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. The leadership of the NBA Players Association, Greg, has said they support expansion. And 2 cities which seem to be the leading candidates, Seattle and Las Vegas. What do you think?
Well, I love both. Had the good fortune of playing in both cities, and I'd love to see a team in my hometown, but bottom line, more teams means more jobs. And that's the sentiment I think most can get behind.
Pass to Daniels. Jones in the post. Embiid's there. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Some rookies take time to get acclimated to the NBA. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you later.
And if the beat live, you know Lil Ju made it. Big chain around my neck, so these on rich. And I don't need big stack in this purse, so these on working. I'm holding this in my Birkin. Got a whole that L trying to come from my pen. I'm really finna make another M. Now tell me how the I'm in the wrong if I don't want the and still ain't with the beat working. I make moves in silence. Might never like me and I'm fine with it. Nasty. I'm a real fantasy. I'll for a broke handle me. Rich energy. Y'all still messy. And I'm sick of y'all trying it. It makes a round sound.